And good morning, good day, and good evening, fellow nerds and noobs. Welcome to Coffee with a Gamer on Nerd Revolution Radio. I'm your host, Revolution Phoenix. And while some of you are new to this channel, and some of you may be old and retired veteran nerds, we are rocking and rolling to Econ Friday. This is my favorite part of the week where we get it on with our economics and talk currencies as well as just anything and everything that is economically sound to us all, from trade to human action to government tyranny to the simplest things that we have no idea how it's made. So let's look into it. This week, excluding yesterday where I did go off onto the history of our Boston Tea Party and Boston Massacre, this day on the 6th of October, we're going to be getting it on with our good old metal of the week. We're going into what metals have been currencies, and I think I noticed that my one camera is down. We got a camera down. All right, hold on, let me just fix that. We lost camera 2. We lost it. All right, we'll just close that out. Wow. So, yeah, we're going to get it on with the metals that have been used as currencies and which ones we consider still good to use today if it weren't for government regulations. And the other is, what would be your choice of a currency? I mean, in general, I like the idea of don't put all your eggs in one basket as a philosophy with even currencies. So I like gold, silver, stocks. You know, you trade with those, you trade with fiat paper money, you trade digital currency, you trade with bartering, you trade with, resources. Like, I believe like there is no one thing. I think a good solid medium we all kind of find, but that doesn't mean that there's only one medium. There could be multiple. You do have a breakdown of things. You're like, no, I don't really need the gold. But I want the silver. I need the silver. Or I prefer copper or aluminum. I mean, imagine if aluminum was like really used as a currency. That's kind of interesting, you know. And what of the currencies in general? Like, why would they be used? Well, probably because you could melt it down and reuse it to your own liking. That was maybe the thing. People made a jewel out of their gold coin. They made the rubies, they put it in a necklace, and they wore it. So humans, we like to put the eye of the beholder in check, in my opinion. We need to put it in check and just realize that every now and then we don't need to be buying, a tulip for a mortgage. I always go back to that commercial. It's a great one of history, pun on history, the tulip. Craze. What would it be? Hysteria. In the Dutch Golden Age. So today we are drinking, again, we're drinking black coffee. Good old Dunkin' Donuts coffee today too, there nerds. Okay, so let's go. 1633. Again, we've talked about this before, but one of the things about that case study is just how humans start to get hysteria. There's this like, haven't you heard? Haven't you heard? Haven't you heard? Also known as the Tulip Mania, was one of the most famous market bubbles and crashes of old times. Yeah, wow. Yep, market bubbles. It's just a tulip. Kill that man! He's thinking. Yeah. Alright. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. So gold has taken a deep dive since September 22nd, I think, 25th, 22nd was when it started to go down, and it's now at 1836. Let's see what's going on. No shit. The price of gold for falling. Conversely, when the supply of gold is high and demand is low, the price will fall. Hmm. So you're telling me that if, like, if the demand is low for a currency and supply is high, it might have an impact of certain things? Let's see. Let's see. Da. So let's take a look here. Investors.com. Because price has fallen quite a bit. Let's see why. Federal Reserve research on golden rates. Research by the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago done in 2021. The Economist, let's fall back. The Economist, inciting the Chicago Fed's research, reported its July 15, 2023 issue. The metal will increase in price in inflationary periods if central banks are asleep at the wheel and real rates fall, or if investors lose faith in the ability of policymakers to get it back under control. So far, neither has happened during this inflationary cycle. Meanwhile, the strength of the U.S. economy, despite the Federal Reserve's 18-month-long policy move to raise short-term interest rates to 20-year plus highs, also has made gold less attractive. On Thursday, U.S. gross domestic product registered a 2.1 annualized gain in the second quarter versus the prior quarter, according to final data. This reading drills holes through the argument that the U.S. for now will return to its late 1970s era of stagflation, stagnant economic growth with high inflation. Yeah, the numbers, yeah, stagflation. I think y'all are in La La Land if you don't see that. We're we're kind of having trouble paying for bills and stuff in some way. Would bigger government budget deficits jumpstart gold? Third reason to think gold prices should go higher: the United States' failure in recent decades to follow balanced government budget has some investors worried about the future of the finances of the world's number one economy. For decades after World War II, the dollar was pinned to gold thanks to the Bretton Woods Agreement. But in 1971, the Nixon administration ended the gold standard for the US dollar. Why? Because it hampered the government's ability to increase spending for the Vietnam War and deal with deficit in its balance of payments. Well, good job, investors.com. Without question, the dollar has replaced gold as the prime medium for global wealth, investing, and trade. Despite this severed connection between the gold price and fiscal and monetary policy, gold has attracted investors for its long-term price appreciation. Back in October 2003, gold futures traded between $366 to $393 per ounce. 2 decades later, gold has enjoyed a nearly five-fold increase. Yeah, I'd say that's just inflation 101 too. It's, with demand. Wow. So interesting there. That's So let's see. That goes into other things. So yeah, gold has dropped down this week, this month. I mean, thus far, 2 weeks ago. And as of late, I would say the biggest thing about uh, Jess TTV. Good morning. Good morning to you, nerd. Yeah, yeah. How goes it? We're talking gold and economics. So my one camera's down, but what is good? Let's see. Let me see. One other thing. So let's see. Group of 11. 3 non-radioactive members of Group 11, the periodic table, pretty much copper, silver, and gold. The copper are usually being augmented with tin and often other metals to form bronze. Gold, silver, and bronze and copper were the coinage metals of the ancient world and most medieval coins. Same. Every Friday we talk economics. I've been off the track for a while, but yeah. Econ Fridays. That's what we do. I'm a hard money kind of nerd, and I love the free market. So we talk all different things and stay open-minded here, there, Jess. So hope you enjoy. What's your favorite part of economics? The marketing, the business, the manufacturings, like all that kind of trades. So many variations of the human action, as we like to discover. Praxeology. Let's see. This let's get off of that good old place. La la la. So the question of today too, I would ask is, what would be your choice of currency? If you had a choice of metal, fiat, good old digital barter or resource, what would you? I mean, I like all of them. I think all of them are needed, in my opinion. So I would say the small coinage still is it just works, But fiat just gets destroyed too easily. Let's see. Lead has often been used as a currency and is occasionally so mentioned by the ancient Greek and Latin poets. In 1635, this is on econlib.org. 1635, leaden bullets were used for change at the rate of farthing a piece in Massachusetts. Now that's kind of humorous to me because I even tell fellow nerds, I was like, hey, get your gold, silver, and guns. And so literally get your gold, silver, and lead. I've only taken 2 basic econ classes, so don't have a fave, but find the subject it is very fascinating. It's very still like I'm constantly learning. There's such a dynamic to it, I would say. Yeah. Best book that I mean, there's a couple that I've read that I enjoyed, but Human Action is the Beast by Ludwig von Mises. That is Praxeology. Very interesting one. But yeah, we're going to get into, right today, we're talking about metals as money and a couple other forms of currency. Because currency being a medium of exchange that we humans have used, when we allow a group of humans, such as the Federal Reserve or the Bank of England or whatever other banks, to control the supply of the currency that we are forced to use as a medium of exchange, what's to stop those group of humans to print a couple and make a little extra of their own currency for their friends? Hence corruption. Tin was also been employed as money at various times. Dionysius of Syracuse issued the earliest tin coinage of which anything is certainly known. But as tin was in early times procured from Cornwall, It can hardly be doubted at the first British currency was composed of tin. All right, that's interesting. Goes on to saying, in innumerable cabinets may be found series of tin coins issued by the Roman emperors. The kings of England also used coined tin. Very interesting. Let me grab a little bit of coffee. Hmm. Copper. This metal is in many respects well suited for coining. It does not suffer from exposure to dry air, possesses a fine, distinct red color, and takes a good impression from the dyes, which impression it retains better than the majority of other metals. Oh, interesting. Accordingly, we find that it is continually employed as currency, either alone or in subordination to gold and silver. Earliest Hebrew coins were composed chiefly of copper, and the metallic currency of Rome consisted of impure copper called, I believe it's pronounced AES. AES. Let's see if we can pull that up. How to pronounce it in Latin. AES. Latin. Is. It's is. Okay. Until BC 20, until 269 BC, when silver was first coined. In later times, copper was not only been generally used for coins of minor value, but in Russia and in Sweden 100 years ago, it formed the principal mass of the currency. Its low value now stands in the way of its use. A penny, if made so as to contain metal equivalent to its nominal value, would weigh 870 grains, or more than an ounce and 3/4 troy. Its value is also subject to considerable fluctuations. Moreover, it is unlikely that copper is a pure state, in a pure state will be coined for the future, since bronze is now known to be much more suitable for coinage. Interesting. And you got good old silver, my fave, and gold. Silver, let's just kind of go into this. When suitable alloyed, silver is sufficiently hard to stand much wear, and next after gold, it is the most malleable and impressionable of all metals. A coin or other object made of silver may be known as the following marks: a fine pure white luster where newly rubbed or scraped, a blackish tint where the surface has been long exposed to the air, a moderate specific gravity, a good metallic ring when thrown down, yeah, that's true, considerable hardness, and strong nitric acid dissolves silver, and the solution turns black if exposed to light. Ain't that something? Yo, Comatrix in the house. Nerd, it's great seeing you, my friend. Yeah, we moved to I'm in my office, my real estate office, so we're sharing the nerdiness of being Revolution Radio and being Joseph Clement with Keller Williams. Yeah, thank you. It's great catching you, my friend. I hope all is well. It is always well to see you. And how goes life on the other side of the pond, my friend? Change is good. Yeah, change is good. It definitely makes there's always that balance within it too. You gotta like the awkward stages. Life is a balance. That's why we say it. It's one of my things. Life is a balance. Enjoy the ride and rock and roll. Ho ho. S'il vous plaît, non? We are going to continue talking about the coinage. So, Cam, if you got a choice of currency, forget regulations, all that stuff. If you had a choice of silver, gold, like metals, like good old coinage, fiat currency that you're using, or digital, or what's the other two I mentioned? Bartering or resources like good old eggs and chicken. or bartering like with a skill and or resource. You could say all of them, or what would be your choice if you could pick one? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like bartering too. It's very, it's a good. It's like that's like it's a game, but it's just part of humans, It's like, but the one reason why, again, also being with Keller Williams, we have this thing about being a win-win. It's a win-win. Like, hey, if you win, I win, we both win. I'm not here to screw you over because I'd like to do business again, kind of thing. That's the goal, I think. What? I like from my holidays, but from your holidays, I'm confused. Sorry, I missed something there. It may get annoying like all the time. Oh, bartering all the time, like having to. Uh, mm. Yeah, you've traveled. Yeah, you've traveled, so you've kind of, I'm sure, seen some of that too. When I think of it, there, Cam. What? Actually, speaking. Okay, currencies that you've experienced. What would be one of the most devalued kind of or most valued currency you've experienced? Yeah, Morocco. Nice. I'm gonna put a little chill music on, nerds, too, for you. Gonna get the chill guitar. One of my favorite ones. Just nice and chill. Oh, Germany. Good old Weimar Republic reiterated. Uh, wow. Wow. That's interesting. Hmm. That's really interesting. Oh, I bet. Well, that's the thing too. Over here, what's so silly to me? Hearing people go, "Build that wall," and then they have this influx of like, immigrants, right? Well, I go, well, why are the immigrants coming? Maybe it's because of the drug war that we've been promoting drug lords down south that they want to escape and have a better opportunity, or they were promised to be given stuff, or they're being shipped up here. But in general, I think we're a free nation, and bag 'em and tag 'em, as some people say. They go. This is the funniest thing about being like a libertarian, like for liberty, and when you start to go down that road, and like I remember being, neocon, right? We talk about that, and it was the idea of like, yeah, you should be speaking English, larga larga larga, that kind of stuff, and it goes, well, let the best language win. First off, English is known as the business language. It's like liberty, but only for those who like it. Well, amen, right? Amen. That's the funniest part. But the thing is with the bag 'em and tag 'em people, like, oh, they're crushing our borders. They took our jobs. Okay, so first off, you want them to be taxed like you are. So you want them to be fucked in the ass like you. That's okay. Let's just go over this together softly. You want to make sure that, oh, because the government, if we didn't have those roads being built, you're telling me that roads, that pothole that you just rode into and you fucked over your car. It's it is. Well, I'll tell you though, Cam, the indoctrination's good. You know it, man. Indoctrination's good. The government does good jobs on making you feel like you're on the right side. Britain does it too. Yeah, they got on both sides. They got also, well, we got the Commonwealth country, like that's like kind of, the bankers, they're everywhere, man. They just want to find another excuse to print more money and take away freedoms. Attack countries, but doesn't help the people there. What do you attack the country? Sorry, I'm missing on that one, misinterpreting that one. But I'm with you. All around, again. Oh, yeah, we all did that. Yeah, Iraq, Afghanistan. Oh, dude. And those are old days. You're so 2008. 2003, 2008, 2013, 2014, 2018. Dude, we're in Ukraine now, bruh. God. I don't even know. Like, they didn't. No, they didn't. I don't even know if they helped our troops in a way. like, they just, like, used our troops and indoctrinate like the people, like they do a good job on breaking the families up, making the people join the military industrial complex, use them, and whatever reason they can. It's a very vicious cycle they got. It's very interesting. Cheers to BlackRock and those elites. Anyway, I digress. Cam, it's good to have you here, bro. Look at us go. Yeah, so we're gonna have to get on with the uh yeah, Gamers Cafe, man. We're gonna meet up there. No, they don't, Jess. Yeah, Jess, welcome. Cam, this is Jess. She's, I believe, been a follower for a little bit. I can't check it for a moment. Hold on. There you go. Yeah, Jess, it's been so long, actually. And I look, since 2021. Where have you been? The one thing too is that they collect their paycheck while our troops don't. True. You know, and that's the thing too. When this whole thing goes off, I can only one of my friends that were there. Yeah. Well, and the thing is too, they've created my brother was a Marine, man, and I have a lot of good. Negate the state. Cam, he's on. Negate the state. He's an ex-Marine as well. We got a lot of good all around. They've done a good thing with making the war what we call the welfare warfare state. Wicked Becca! Oh my god, no wonder. Change your name on me, girl. It's so good seeing you. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Oh no, Wicked Becca had me following you when I was talking to Econ Class and live. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Jess, we're gonna have to chill more then, girl. If you do econ like that. That's good. No way. I always respect the army, but never turn. Oh no, like I think there's a balance even in like those types of skills because that's a whole other discussion of like stuff with trade and you know just violence of humans. There's this disturbing sense of it. No, I know. I'm like idiotic thinking that you were Wicked Becca. I know. Don't mind me. I'm waking up having coffee here. So one of the best things about today being Econ Friday, when we talk about just anything economics, people sometimes think it's politics, but to me, economics is fundamental as a human action, and it's important to us. Does it affect us? Absolutely, every one of us. But it's economics, not politics, baby. I am on my bachelor's classes now for LS. CM, so I don't think I have any more econ class. What is LSCM? I apologize. I'm a dumbass. Uh, Louisiana State. I swear, if it is Louisiana State, I'm like I'm rocking something. But yeah, I will tell you all, fellow nerds and noobs, with economics in general, and we'll talk more about the wars too and the disruption of that because economics in general goes back to supply chain and that's fun. Oh, bless you on that one. That's an engineering side of you. Good stuff. Wow. Yeah, I'm more on the face to face, belly to belly, talk to people and like I have people. Yeah, you'd learn in the essence of there's those like all right, let's see. We got this and this and this and this, and then I go, all right, that's awesome. Glad I know you. I connect people sometimes. That's what I'm good at. Making things work like this. Chain management, man. Supply chain management is one that people, I think, experience can teach you very well on something like that when you work at just a restaurant and you work your way up through even being the bartender or the server or the busboy, paying attention to the supply. Is it stocked? No. Okay, we got to get stocked. People like train that. Get back in there. Come on. And that's economics right there. Hey, how much do we have left? All right, we gotta prepare to. Did it all sell out? No. Okay, then why are we buying more? I don't know. I just thought we needed to. We are the government. We need a more bigger budget, so throw out all the chairs. Why are we throwing out the chairs? They're good. We need more money. Where's the money coming from? I do not care. They printed it. Or we're coming it from somebody who worked their ass off. Because then we tax them. So yeah, the people coming over the borders, they want to be the people that complain about them. They say that it's gangs and this and that, the other. Not all of them are gangs. Not all of them are that. Are they sneaking in being gangs? Yeah, probably. Probably. Yeah, most likely. Yeah, that I agree with. Like, kind of have some sort of consensus. But I believe in the private ownership of the property. So if they're coming onto my property and I have a gun and you coming across my property, I'm gonna start shooting like that. Like I'll shoot across. Like you're on my land. I have the right. If you get zapped on a landmine, that's your issue, dumbass. I have signs. And if it was a kid, sorry, your mother didn't teach you to train on a landmine. Revolution Phoenix gets banned by talking about landmines and children. Oh my god, and what happened to Epstein's Island? Anything? Good god. I'll just drink to that one. Fellow nerds and noobs, hope you all have a fantastic morning, day, or evening. It has been fantastic chatting with you a little bit about this fun stuff. Getting me sidetracked as well into that good stuff. I definitely would say, for me, going forward, being aware of the trade value of a currency. You're getting rid of the fiat currency, and you might get gold or silver. Well, the gold and silver may be traded back to that fiat paper money to something, but you could use it to something else maybe. You never know. The future is interesting with humanity, and I think we're still young, we're still learning, but we'll figure it out. So, all right, life is a balance. Oh, you didn't hear any of the music playing. There you go, here's the music playing. Noob. Life is a balance. Enjoy the ride and rock and roll. Stay well, stay nerdy. Have a fantastic weekend, fellow nerds and noobs. And I will see you next week. Peace. And Jess, great to see you. And I apologize for not remembering and all that stuff too. So, Cam, great chatting with you. You're fantastic. Have a good one. Aw. Wait a minute. Shivab. Hey, man. Sorry. Sorry I missed you, but we'll be back again, okay? Have a good one. Peace.